Hi guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and I'm here today to bring you a monthly message for the sign of Libra for June 2020. I keep wanting to say I was shuffling 2006, so for some of you that date may be important, but keep in mind it's general. Keep in mind that no matter what messages come through today, it's still up to you and your active free will and how you integrate this message and how you take steps forward to get the fulfillment that you'd like in this world. And to me, that's personal freedom, my friends. So for all my subscribers, guys, thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here. You guys mean the world to me. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Please feel free, if this resonates, to subscribe, join the journey with me, and let me encounter your energy more often. It'd be wonderful to have you along this ride. So I'm just going to take a moment to call in spirit. I'm going to ask Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron to join us to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself, this reading, and any of you who would ask for it, as well as to use me as the clearest channel possible for the most far-reaching and only delivering messages for the highest good of those of you watching. So let's take a first look. I'm going to use the Healing with the Angels Oracle and get an idea of an overarching energy for June 2020. For Libra, please, what messages do you have for Libra? So, abundance flew out and kind of flipped in there. Pay attention to the abundance that is here for you, as well as I want to take a look, blessings and miracles. So, this is a wonderful month, full of blessings, full of wonderful abundance, and full of miracles. And what I'm feeling like is, if some of you may feel like, it hasn't happened yet, this is one of these things that the more we focus on what is good, the more we focus on what we have, the more we focus on what we're grateful for, the more we focus on our blessings, the more abundance we attract into this world. Because we're not focusing on a lack mentality, we're focusing on everything that we're grateful for, and we're changing our energy and we're changing our vibration. And I imagine that we're soon going to find we'll have more things to be grateful for. Miracles is here as well, because we're setting ourselves into a frequency of gratitude, as well as allowing more miracles to come to us. And this could be, pay attention to the signs and the synchronicities around you. If you feel guided to go somewhere, like very strongly, you think, you know what, I need to go here, I'm not sure why, there's miracles all around, and you may be receiving divine guidance to go there, because there may be something there that activates you, a conversation to be had with a person, whatever it is. But we have here as well, with the abundance, this playing of the instrument. It's setting out that vibration. I'm going to get a little bit more, please, Spirit. What more would you have Libra know for June 2020, please? Keep in mind, guys, this message is general, so it may, like I said, it may fit your situation, but time is also fluid. And we have meditation here. For some of you, it may be really healing to engage in meditation, to ask Spirit for some answers. If you're feeling like this doesn't resonate, that you don't feel like there's an incoming or an influx of abundance, you're having trouble to see the blessings around you, ask Spirit for some help. Ask Spirit for some guidance. And I know in the times where maybe we feel the loneliest, Spirit's always here. They always have your back. This is also where we can connect with our higher self and different levels of consciousness as well. So keeping an open mind during meditative state. But really, I feel like this month it's super important that we're trying to raise our vibration. As we're meditating, I feel like you're going to find a lot of stuff like anger and things like this kind of melt away, drop away, and be a lot calmer. That in itself is a miracle as well. When we're going through struggles, meditation could really help. And as well as changing our attitude, so that if we're having negative thoughts and we're not able to see abundance, if we're coming from a place of lack, change the script in your mind. Instead of seeing this challenge that's in front of me, take 3 different things that you're grateful for. 3 things that you feel are a blessing. And for some of us, this might help to do daily, to have a vision board, to say today, not just Thankful Thursday, right? Today, I am grateful for my children, I am grateful for my family, and I'm grateful for a roof over my head. I'm grateful that I ate today. I'm grateful that I live in such a wonderful free country. Things like this, however it is that you need to do. And they don't have to be big. You could be grateful for your garden. You could be grateful for, you know, the clothes that you have on your back, the friends that you have, the people that you share your life with. But whatever it is, the more we focus on how wonderful we have it, the more wonderful can come to us. And this is a miracle, my friends. So I'm going to ask one last message before I move on today. What would be a very important energy to share with Libra, please, for June? To help, what's the word? Not conjure, but to help manifest some more miracles in our worlds. I feel like this deck is saying, well, there we go, it was almost done. And just as I was about to stop, they let it out. So we have a few things here. Serenity. At any point in time, we can access serenity. I always think of Seinfeld in this, and serenity now. The problem with that serenity now is it was avoiding. It wasn't paying attention or dealing with the issues. It was just serenity now, but he ended up going a little bit cuckoo. This is something that's saying through all of our struggles, through all of life's struggles, keeping calm and keeping a serene and peaceful mind. That sounds sometimes maybe a little bit easier said than done. Sometimes this can be a little bit difficult, but this is where it's going to take work. So if you're feeling yourself getting bottled up anxiety, if you're feeling yourself, experiencing fear, experiencing lack, take a few big deep breaths in. Connect your breath space and say to yourself, I am safe, I am protected, I am loved, and I am fully, fully aware of my surroundings, but capable to remain calm. So in this, calm is a superpower, and it really is, right? We have truth and integrity that came out as well. And this is seeing the truth. And also seeing the truth beyond the lies, holding on to our own integrity. So if other people are engaging in acts that we don't believe in, if there's things around us in our physical locations that aren't for our highest good, we can see that. And we can also make steps forward to remove ourselves from these situations. But I feel like as well, the more you're focusing on your blessings, as well as this meditation, will help you with this serenity, will help you remain calm and keep vigilance is what I heard as well. So maintain your truth, maintain your integrity throughout everything. And I feel like June is a really important month for this. I believe I've done 3 monthly readings now for June, and truth and integrity has come out for Virgo, Gemini, and now you guys, Libra. So Gemini, we're in the sign of Gemini, but Mercury is Gemini's ruling planet, and it will be going retrograde on June 18th. So some of you, if you have Gemini in your chart, or depending on where Mercury is for you, this may be already starting to hit kind of this shadow period, and this is where it's really important to keep an open mind, a clear mind, and to also remember you cannot change the past, right? You can only change things going forward and being true to yourself. So with Mercury retrograde, that talks about needing to rethink things, needing to look down, or not look down, but look back and maybe slow things down a little bit. For some of you, there might be some really important truths that you stumble upon this month. There may be some really important truths for yourself this month during meditation time, as well as we have dreams. There's a lot that can be uncovered through dream space. So pay attention to this. You may also want to write a dream journal out. For some of us, I know myself, I don't always remember my dreams unless I woke up or unless it's something very, very vivid and that I'm meant to remember. And sometimes they're so weird that you're like, what was that supposed to mean? Some of you may want to talk to someone about this as well. But this could also be staying true to yourself and in your dreams and trying to make sure that you get enough sleep, that you're hitting REM so you can dream. We have intention here as well. And this is important because our intentions create our reality. If we're intending to see the world with a grateful heart, that's what we're going to do. If we're intending to see the world in a hateful heart, that's what we're going to do. We're going to reproduce that every day. So here is saying, you know what? Some of the affirmations you could choose to, abundance flows freely to me. I intend this month to cultivate and harness more abundance in my world. I choose to focus on the blessings. I choose to see the miracles. I choose to take time in quiet meditation. I choose to remain calm through life situations. I choose to see the truth and integrity in each and every situation I encounter. I choose to pay attention to my dreams. I choose to live my life intentionally. And, you know, sometimes there's a saying about intentions, and it's gone from me. But throughout this month, really focusing on what's true to you and really focusing on the blessings and the good things. Don't get stuck in any negativity or anything like that. Try and release that. And this is where meditation may really help. As well as I have selenite here. Any one of you may have it. If you don't, that's fine. You can even just use your hand or a piece of clear quartz and ask Spirit to help shield you and to help remove anything negative from your energy field. And you can imagine yourself with her wings here, but like covered and surrounded in divine white light. Help you feel protected. And this will also help you connect to the light more often. And ask Spirit to help you to see the abundance in your world. So we're going to move on. I'm going to put these here, and I'm going to move on to the I am so losing my words with you guys. Sacred Rebels Oracle, okay? And at the bottom up here, I was seeing when I was doing this is faith in the process. Remembering that each and every day we have a chance for growth and our spiritual development. It's a process. So know that it's a process. And just like, you know, you wouldn't expect to know how to play the violin or a piano as soon as you start. You're going to have to go through a learning curve and a learning process. For some of you, maybe whiz at it as soon as you try. Hey, bam, first thing, self-taught. But usually it's a process. So whatever you're going through, give yourself a little bit of grace as well. So Spirit, what is the overarching energy for Libra for the month of June, please? I heard really focusing on that truth and integrity as well as maintaining and finding clarity. We have at the bottom, I want to show you guys before I show you what fell out, what is already with you. What is already with you? This is important because you possess so much power already within you, so much knowledge, and there's so many great things about you. So again, with this abundance and blessings, rather than focusing on what is outside of you, what you don't have control over, what you can't change, focus on what's good within you, what you have within you, what you have within your world, because there is already so much that you have. As well as with that idea of meditation, the answers are there. It just means you got to quiet your mind a little bit, and for some of you as well, to really pay attention to your dreams. We have come to life. It's time to take the world from gray to living color. It's time. She's painting herself here as well, and she has some allied friends here. There's a snake, there's a butterfly, there's a raven, there is a monkey here holding the pot of gold. And this is coloring yourself, bringing yourself back to life. We have number 34, so that's a 17, a 43, a 34. In the world, not of the world. We are in this earth plane. We are in this 3D reality. However, our souls are not of this world. Our souls are multi-dimensional galactic beings. We're here to experience and to have journeys and to learn and to grow. And we have number 27, receiving. For some of you, there will be many, many blessings. You may be receiving heaven-sent energy as well through your crown. So I feel like this as well is receiving with an open and a gracious heart and being willing as well to interpret. I heard interpret the messages as you see fit, as you feel they apply to you, but with an open mind. I'm going to read some from the book. I'm just trying to figure out which one we should be reading for. At the under there was softly, softly the tender touch. So as we're moving through our worlds, we're doing it in this calm serenity, this place of peace. And I feel like that's really important in the world that we're living in today. Peace. What do we need most in this world? Peace, understanding, love. And there's so much change happening. It's important for us to be a vessel and a voice of change as well, to speak the truth, to stand up for those who need us, and to, again, also, if you're very empathic, I heard, is a little bit detach from some of the energy of the world. If you watch the news and you feel anxiety, if you go on social media and you feel anxiety or you feel depressed, if you feel fear, turn that shit off, guys. Sorry, but that's not stuff like this in the world, but not of it. There's so much energy that's going around. And yes, it's important to be knowledgeable about the world around you and to engage with critical thinking skills. But that's where it's also, when we're looking at the world around us, how is the news media making a stance? What are they showing me? How am I being affected by this? And what can I do to maintain my calm? As well as, again, like I was saying, with intention, if we choose to see love in the world, we're going to keep seeing more and more love. If we choose to see hate in the world, we're going to keep seeing more and more things of hate. So whatever you're holding on to dear in your heart, whatever your truth is, feel like with this truth and integrity as well, stand by it. Bring yourself back to life. Slowly take those steps out. We've all, a lot of us as well, been asked to stay in our homes, maintain relative isolation as well during quarantine for the pandemic. And it's like, as well, with that pandemic, it has allowed so many people to feel so much fear, so much anxiety. So this is also where I feel like we're gonna read this one, because it reminds us as well as there may be, again, so many situations going on around us. We can't control them. We can only focus on ourselves and our own well-being. So receiving here as well, for some of you, this is receiving advice. I heard this could be receiving gratitude. This could be receiving gifts as well. And if you're receiving gifts, take them with an open heart, because you definitely deserve them. Count your blessings, right? Be willing to receive those blessings. But whatever it is that manifests itself in your world, that makes you feel joy, that makes you feel a spark of life, follow that. Follow that trail of breadcrumbs wherever it leads you. So I'm going to grab the book here, because the book has such wonderful messages. And I'm going to read number 34 a little bit, and then I want to read a little bit of number 43 for Come to Life for you. So 34. I'll hold up the card while I read some of this, because the imagery is so freaking beautiful if you want to look at it. It is safe for you to become naked with life. This does not necessarily mean stripping off and running wild in public. It does mean stripping back your beliefs, strongholds, and mental or emotional security blankets so you can live with less obstruction than ever before. Imagine the conditioning that has kept life away from you, just kept it dropping out of your hands like keys, coins, or clocks. Conditioned beliefs about money, time, security, having locked away, holding, and controlling can be surrendered and allowed to fall away. What would it be like to feel as though you were on holiday every day? Perhaps there would be a softening in your way with life, an explicit trust in its flow, and a faith in the ability to spend time, and the faith in the ability of time to bend and stretch as needed so that all may be accomplished. It is an advanced stage of your spiritual relationship with life, and we are able to feel held within it sufficiently enough to surrender our defenses layer by layer and to nakedly accept what is. This oracle brings you a message. Sometimes we need our defenses. At other times it is clear we are outgrowing them. There is something that you have outgrown. It has to do with your ideas about productivity, time, control, and money. It has to do with abundance, trust, and living with the fundamental belief that everything is going to turn out okay. You are ready to be much more vulnerable and exposed in life. You don't have to hide behind being organized, perfect, in control, or financially secure and stable. Nor do you need any other acceptable social face. It is time for you to loosen the strings of your own controlling nature. They are too tight and too restrictive for you anyway. You were born to live in a much freer way. When you live as you innately are, rather than you have been conditioned to be, you will experience greater joy, freedom, and support. When you are not resisting yourself or resisting life, there is less there is less resisting what you need as it comes to you. So this is really asking you to be in your truth. And I feel like that, like I said earlier, that's been a trend with these readings, is to truly live in your truth. Strip off everything that you've been conditioned to feel and think, and just find out what's true to you, and be willing to show that to the world. Because again, the more we show our vulnerability and our truth, the more we open space for other people to do that, and that paves the way for change. So there's a healing process here. So I'm going to read it out just a little bit, and you can do it kind of in your mental mind when I'm doing this. You might want to take your shoes off, spread your feet apart, or remember it and come back to it, okay? So take a deep breath in if you're going to do this, couple. Breathe in love and light and joy, and release with your out breath out anything else that's negative or inauthentic. Again, breathing in. And you may want to do one more. Imagine you are running naked into a sea, ocean, river, or waterfall. Be cleansed. Feel it happening. Be with it and enjoy the sensation of it. Feel free of any weight that you no longer need, be it physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual. Let go on all levels. So imagine yourself being cleansed. It could be a beautiful tropical rainforest, the ocean, whatever it is to you, but allow that water to take away anything that you feel shame, that you feel maybe sin, I heard. Take away anything that's conditioning you to tell you you must be a certain way, and allow it to be released with love out through that water. Some of you as well, you may want to get in water physically and ask Spirit to wash away, right? The bath, the shower, wash away the negativity that's keeping you from being your true authentic self. So you can open your eyes up when you're done, and that's it. That's all you need to do. And the power of our mind is so strong. The intention is so strong. When we set our intentions during meditative space, this has so much power, and I feel like this reverberates out into our physical world. So super important. So setting our intentions that we're releasing what is not meant for us in this world. And number 43. I'll read a little bit of that before we get into the tarot. You are the most sacred of all sacred artworks. You are bringing yourself to life now, and this is how it must be. Of course, something being essential doesn't mean it will always be. You must support yourself and have courage during this process. And again, that card at the bottom, it's a process, right? Your monkey mind is not to run the show. You have a lot to say, and at times it may seem very convincing, but is not the one in charge. Your mind can inspire you with ideas. However, it is the real you that speaks through your rebellious, sacred heart and is living your life, not the monkey mind. The mind is not much more than a swirling cacophony of habitual reactions. Beneath habitual thoughts, there is a deep, sensual, creative, and energetic awakening happening to you. It is far beyond the mind and is now capable of controlling. Others might not like it because it shakes things up. Coming to life tends to do that. However, it is happening now, and the only real choice you have is how you deal with it. So pay attention to the feelings that you have, and this oracle brings a message. Be alive. Don't imagine you can go back to sleep. You're far too awake now. There is no falling back into old ways. And if you catch yourself falling back into an old way of being, catch yourself. It happens sometimes. Again, healing is a process. We may think that we've healed something and we get triggered and our memory gets jogged and we go right back here. But again, remember what you already have. You have already encountered a lot of this energy. It's up to you to say, okay, I can feel this going back. I'm going to stop this script right now. I'm going to focus on abundance. I'm going to allow myself to come to life. And I'm not going to allow societal belief systems to change who I am anymore. So that's a very important message in itself there. I'm going to bring some messages here from the Guardian Tarot. The Magician. Much like this intention, the Magician, what you think, you create. What you focus on, you manifest more in your world. You guys are powerful, powerful beings. Own that. Honor that. And you know what? You may find sometimes, I find myself, you need something, right? So you're like focusing on, let's say it's a bicycle, okay? Or a patio table. Whatever it is you're focusing on, I would really like to have that. You put it out to the universe, and lo and behold, somebody may drop it off, say, do you need this? I found this. Or, I don't need this anymore. Do you know anybody who might like it? Or you go on your marketplaces, on social media, you find what you need, that kind of thing. This happens where the more we focus on being our true selves and releasing all the layers that aren't us, the more we start to create a life that is us. Something is definitely being manifested this month. Tell me about this Magician, please, Spirit. Some of you as well, I'm feeling like Vision Quest is important. Oh, okay, we get the Tower that came out. So 2 major arcanas. Sometimes this Tower can represent quick and sudden change, but it's a change. And the Tower is not something that we have to be afraid of. If you see here, it's changed because this illusion of reality, it's been shattered. The way that we see the world, the way that we think about ourselves, the way that we think about our own power, the way that we think about our spirituality, the way that we think about our beauty is being changed. And again, with this in the world but not of it, powerful time for change. And I feel like this is emotional change as well. That this will never go back to the same. But isn't that beautiful? Let's see about this Tower, please, Spirit. You get the 2 of Cups and the 4 of Wands. The 4 of Wands was in the reverse. It's not, to me, as important that it's in the reverse. I feel like this book talks a lot about the reversals in a great way. So let's find the 4 of Wands, just to clarify. In the reverse, it indicates you may have lost yourself in the memories of the past. You may put your eternal creative fire to mirror another time and place as a way to forget these moments. It's time to pull yourself back to the present, bring your internal fire back, and allow it to burn brightly and beautiful. And that's the truth, right? That's beautiful. To have this celebration, let's stop looking at the past. Let's stop dwelling at the past, who we may have been in the past, because we can't be that. And again, we may have dulled ourselves, dulled our shine to fit in, to conform to a societal belief of beauty, a society belief of, even I heard sexuality, sensuality. Some of this may be feeling like you had to conform with the ways of being and work, kind of getting on that rat race. And how this, I feel like now, is saying, don't look to the past. We're not looking that way, right? I was going through something a little while ago, and my mom was like, that's why the rearview mirror is so small. Because we're not looking that way, right? We're not going that way. It's there, and you can see it, sure, but you're not going that way. Let's not back up, right? And it helped. It really helped when she said that to me, because it's like, yeah, that totally makes sense. If I keep focusing on the past and the things I can't change, right? Same with you guys. If we think about the things that you can't change, this is just going to keep you in perpetual tower moments, not able to change it. So we want to break out of this cycle, break free, and know that here with the 4 of Wands, this is celebration. It's here. And don't focus on the past, because again, you're not going that way. You can't get anything from it. Let's focus on the future with the 2 of Cups here as well. This is love, and this is sustained. This is also, I heard, like duality, but this, for some of you, there could be a romantic relationship in your life that you're starting to feel more alive with. There could be changes as well in how you view love, what you feel love is. So the last card we have here is the 8 of Cups at the bottom, and that's important, because in order to gain all of this new wisdom, to gain this new life, to gain this new love, what do we need to do? We need to walk away from the stuff that's keeping us stuck in the past. That's what I have for you guys. I hope you have a great month. I love you all, and I hope that you really, really have a wonderful month. Remember, come to life, guys. It's your time to shine. Bye now, my friends.